one of the two soldiers killed in an alleged cross-border attack by Pakistan troops in Kashmir was decapitated. Pakistan has rejected accusations that it killed any Indian soldiers or fired across the line of control which divides Kashmir. India called the attack barbaric and summoned Pakistan's top envoy in Delhi over the incident. Pakistan Army statement said it had verified the facts on the ground and found nothing of the sort had in fact happened, calling the Indian claim propaganda to divert attention away from a clash on the LOC 2 days ago. Pakistan said one of its soldiers was killed on the 6th of January after an Indian incursion. India denies its soldiers crossed the line. All this information going back and forth and being debated and argued and discussed hotly on social media, among them some voices who say cross-border retaliation necessary, but with both states armed with nukes and in the midst of improving bilateral relations. On the social network today, we discuss India-Pakistan. To quote Churchill and erstwhile Prime Minister, Georgia better than war. So our topic today is web of warmongering. Now, before we introduce our panel today, let's quickly listen in to Shripal Gandhi's, who sent us this blog.
War is never an option between two nuclear powered states, where the ramifications of war can be tremendous. At the same time, weak talking and mere lip service by the Indian politicians is not enough. India needs to get to the international community to have them apply international diplomatic pressure to get Pakistan to toe the line. Perhaps that is the only way we can drive our point across.
All right, joining us today in the studio is Shivam Vij, who's an avid tweeter on online, and of course also Ravi Nitesh, who's the founder of Mission Bharatiyam NGO, which indulges in which among other initiatives also has a cross-border initiative. He'll be talking to us about that in just a bit. We're also going to be joined from across the border by Raza Rumi, who's an editor of Friday Times, and also Saad Abdullah, who's a blogger on military affairs. We'll try to connect with them in just a bit. Just want to start with the incident, Shivam and Ravi both. India saying that two soldiers have been killed in cross-border firing from the other side. And of course, Pakistan saying this is propaganda in the wake of one Pakistani soldier killed. There's so much back and forth. So how do we actually establish the truth? For ordinary people like you and me, how do we actually establish the truth if you wanted to move away from what both sides are saying?
Well, we don't know. The only choice we have is to believe our government. And both governments can't be right. So one of us is wrong, right? Either the incident happened or it didn't happen. Either the soldier was beheaded or he was not. So how do we know? That is indeed a problem for citizens to decide what really happened.
Ravi, what do you make of this entire incident and the back and forth we've seen in the wake of it?
देखिए, बिल्कुल ऐसा है कि अगर हम देखें तो जब भी कभी भारत और पाकिस्तान दोनों ही एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आने की कोशिश करते हैं, जब भी कुछ शांति की बातें होती हैं तो ऐसी चीज़ें ज़रूर कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे हादसे होते हैं. कभी सीज फायर का वायलेशन होता है, कभी टेररिस्ट अटैक होता है कि हम दोनों ही देशों में आपस में एक दूसरे के प्रति हेट जो है वो बढ़ने लगता है. और लोग जो हैं, चूँकि लोग नेशनलिज्म नाम के एक सेंटिमेंट से बहुत जुड़े हुए हैं. अगर हम बात करें अपने देश की तो मुझे भी अपने देश से बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार है, शायद अपनी जान से ज़्यादा प्यार है. और एक यही कंडीशन जो है वो इस देश के सारे सिटीजन की है. तो जब भी कभी नेशनलिज्म की बात आएगी तो सारा देश उस एक तरफ होगा, तो हिंदुस्तानी एक तरफ होगा, पाकिस्तानी एक तरफ होगा. लेकिन अगर हम दूसरे पक्ष में फिर भी देखें तो कभी भी हिंदुस्तान का कोई आम नागरिक या पाकिस्तान का कोई आम नागरिक बिल्कुल इस बात के पक्ष में नहीं होता कि हम दोनों देश एक दूसरे से कोई भी हेट फैलाएं, झगड़ा करें. जहां तक बात सच जानने की है कि ये जो कुछ भी हुआ इसमें सच कैसे सामने निकल के आएगा, तो बिल्कुल मैं शिवम से बिल्कुल एग्री करता हूं कि सच हम सामने नहीं ला सकते. सच तो सरकार को ही सामने लाना होगा और ये सरकार का ही फैसला होगा कि सच क्या है और झूठ क्या है. क्योंकि जो कुछ भी है, अगर हिंदुस्तानी सैनिकों ने उसके 2 दिन पहले या 1 दिन पहले पाकिस्तान के किसी सैनिक की हत्या की, तो क्या वो सच है, या ये सच है कि उस हत्या के विरोध में पाकिस्तानी सैनिकों ने कुछ उसका प्रतिरोध किया या उसका प्रतिकार लिया, बदला लिया? ये सच है. सच जो भी है वो तो सरकार को सामने लाना ही चाहिए और उसमें हम सब
for instance, people are talking in India the language of retaliation over this incident without realizing or perhaps deliberately ignoring that this incident was in fact a retaliation to India killing a Pakistani soldier, right? So if we get lost in this retaliatory mode, then we'll forever be retaliating. And that doesn't solve anything.
But Shivam, as somebody who's tracks the social media very, very closely, specifically Twitter a lot, what sort of reaction do you see of this online? Because like you said, a lot of the online retaliation in the wake of this incident is also fairly one-sided, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but it is also of two kinds. One is just nationalist outrage, our soldier has been beheaded kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's also the outrage of the right wing which wants to corner the ruling Congress party in whatever way possible.
Yeah.
And here the India-Pakistan peace process is a very fragile one, and it is one that needs public support and opposition support, which is no doubt undermined by incidents like these.